Hare Krishna, Rashmi Mataji, Dhanavad Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu, Dhanavad Prabhu, all Lord Shishla Prabhupada and Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. We'll start anyway. The devotees will join eventually. We will start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya. Krishna Prishnaaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine. Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam langayate ginivek krupātamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Chaitanya Mishram Om Apavitram Pavitram Sarvavasangato Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabhakyabhyantaram Suchi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Tada Sada Pashyanti Suryo Diviva Chakshuratatam Sadviprasa Vipannyo Jagruham Sasamindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Thank you, Sapan Prabhu, for joining today. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 10 today. Next verse also we will do. Just a minute, I'm sharing. Prabhuji sent the PDF, Raju Prabhu. So let me quickly download. Hare Krishna, Lalitman Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, Dandava Pranam. I'm just downloading Prabhu. 3.10, let us read today. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 10th chapter. I'm trying to download. It's slow in the system. Connection. Today, not today, yesterday. PDF 3.9, 3.10. Okay, downloaded. I'm opening now. Yeah, good. So we'll start. This chapter entitled as Divisions of Creation. Divisions of Creation. I'll read these sections, and this is a very small chapter, 29 verses there. Divisions of the creation. Number 1 to 3, verses from 1 to 3. Vidra's inquiries about Brahma's creation. 4 to 9. Okay, again, how did Brahma create from his body and mind? 4 to 9. Lord Brahma creates the 14 worlds. Brahma meditated on the Lord for 100 years, entered the wall of the lotus, and divided it into 3 divisions and then into 14 divisions. 11 to 13. Characteristics of time. 14 to 30. 10 divisions of creation. And 14th verse talks about three types of destruction. 15 to 17. 6 types of primary creation. 18 to 29. 4 types of secondary creation. Very important chapter. I mean, how we divided, how we created different planetary systems and various creations, destructions, characteristics of time that is mentioned in this chapter. So let us continue reading. 1, 2, 3. Those verses, translations, and purpose will start from there. Okay, from the Veda base. I'm just opening 3.9. 10. 10 Veda base. Hare Krishna, Lakshmikant Prabhu. Prabhuji, I mean, suddenly he called. I mean, I am requesting some changes for the poster. It's okay, I'll talk to him later. Messaging in call, Prabhu. In our morning call. We'll call you back. Yes, we'll continue with starting. Again, questions. I'm sharing. Okay, Rashmi Mataji, please continue reading.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah,
Translation given by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Vidura said, O great sage, please let me know how Brahma, the grandfather of planetary inhabitants, created the bodies of the living entities from his own body and mind after the disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Vidra is asking questions and now Maitra is going to explain. Yes. Continue, Mataji. And read this one also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation. O greatly learned one, kindly eradicate all my doubts and let me know of all that I have inquired from you from the beginning to the end. Purport. Vidura asked all relevant question of Maitreya because he knew well that Maitreya was the right person to reply to all the point of his inquiries. One must be confident about the qualification of his teacher. One should not approach a layman for replies to specific spiritual inquiries. Such inquiries, when replied to with a imaginative answer by the teacher, are a program for wasting time.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Next 3. Sutta Goswami. Now here Sutta Goswami, another layer of conversation, back and forth. Sutta Goswami means again, first conversation started from the Bhagavatam with many thousands of sages, 60,000 sages at the assemble in Naimisharanya ashram, Naimisharanya, that farm area, headed by Shaunaka rishis. Okay. Anyway, so is again what they are discussing here. Any Mataji Jan? Let me see. Okay, Sirisha Mataji, Hare Krishna. Okay, she is not on audio. And then Sapan Prabhu, please start. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yes. Sutta Goswami said, O son of Brigu, the great sage Maitreya Muni, thus hearing from Vidura, felt very much enlivened. Everything was in his heart, and thus he began to reply to the questions one after another. Purport. The phrase Sutta Vacha, Sutta Goswami said, appears to indicate a break in the discourse between Maharaja Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami. While Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Maharaja Parikshit, Sutta Goswami was only one member of a large audience. But Sutta Goswami was speaking to the sages of Naimisharanya, headed by the sage Saunaka, a descendant of Sukadeva Goswami. This, however, does not make any substantial difference in the topics under discussion.
Very well. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Text 4. Maitreya starting again for the Vidura's question. Okay. Raju Prabhu, are you able to do? Okay. Lalit
I can read.
Acha, Gaurav Prabhu, please.
Prabhuji, I am in hearing mode.
Okay.
Translation: The greatly learned sage Maitra said, O Vidura, Brahma thus engaged himself in penances of 100 celestial years as advised by the personality and applied himself to devotional services to the Lord. Purport: The Brahma engaged himself for the personality of Godhead Narayana means that he engaged himself in the services of the Lord. That is the highest penance one can perform for any number of years. There is no retirement from such service, which is eternal and ever encouraging. Hare Krishna.
Hari. Jai Jai. Thank you. Text 5.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Lalit Mohan Prabhu. ఒక్కడొకటి చదువుదాం అట్లా. 1-1 we'll read, Prabhu. We'll see. Okay.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Translation. Thereafter, Brahma saw that both the lotus on which he was situated and the water on which the lotus was growing were trembling due to a strong, violent wind. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The material world is called illusory because it is a place of forgetfulness of the transcendental service of the Lord. Thus, one engaged in the Lord's devotional service in the material world may sometimes be very much disturbed by awkward circumstances. There is a declaration of war between the two parties, the illusory energy and the devotee, and sometimes the weak devotee falls victim on the onslaught of powerful illusory energy. Lord Brahma, however, was sufficiently strong by the costless mercy of the Lord, and he could not be victimized by the material energy, although it gave him cause for anxiety when it managed to totter the existence of his position. Thank you, Mata. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai. Thank you, Babu. Madhavi Mataji. Then Sirisha Mataji. Please read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat. Yeah.
Translation and purport. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Long penance and transcendental knowledge of self-realization had matured Brahma in practical knowledge, and thus he drank the wind completely along with the water. Purport. Lord Brahma's struggle for existence is a personal example of the continued fight between the living entities in the material world and the illusionary energy called Maya. Beginning from Brahma down to this age, the living entities are struggling with the forces of material nature. By advanced knowledge in science and transcendental realization, one can try to control the material energy, which works against our endeavors. And in the modern age, advanced material scientific knowledge and penance have played very wonderful roles in controlling the powers of the material energy. Such control of the material energy, however, can be most successfully carried out if one is a soul surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and carries out his order in the spirit of loving transcendental service. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you. Text 7. Sirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat.
Dandavat. Yeah.
Translation and interpret by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thereafter, he saw that the lotus on which he was situated was spread throughout the universe. And he contemplated how to create all the planets which are previously merged in that very same lotus. Purport. The seeds of all the planets in the universe were impregnated in the lotus on which Brahma was situated. All the planets were already generated by the Lord, and all the living entities were also born in Brahma. The material world and the living entities were all already generated in seedling forms by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Brahma was to disseminate the same seedlings all over the universe. The real creation is therefore called Sarga, and later on the manifestation by Brahma is called Visarga. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The originality, the seeds already given by Supreme Lord. Seedling forms, different forms. Everything is there, but he is a secondary creator. Based on the seed, he is developing different entities. But originality is Krishna only. That's called Sarga. Na? Primary creation is Sarga, and the secondary creation Visarga. So Visarga part, that activity, the responsibility is given to Brahma. You create now in this universe. Yes. Text 8, let me read. Translation.
Hare Krishna.
Read.
Yeah, sorry, Prabhuji. Yeah, translation. Thus, engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Brahma entered into the bowl of the lotus, and as it spread all over the universe, he divided into 3 divisions of the worlds and later into 14 divisions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Can I continue, Prabhuji?
Next verse also continue.
Yeah. Translation. Lord Brahma is the most exalted personality in the universe because he is causeless devotion service unto Lord in mature transcendental knowledge. He therefore created all the 14 planetary divisions for the inhibition in Prabhuji. Inhabitation by the different types of living entities. Purport. The Supreme Lord is the reservoir of all the qualities of the living entities. The conditioned souls in the material world reflect only part of those qualities, and therefore they are sometimes called pratibimbas. Yeah, pratibimbas. These pratibimba living entities, as the parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, have inherited different propositions of his original qualities, and in terms of their inheritance of the qualities, they appear as different species of life and are accommodated in different planets according to the plan of Brahma. Brahma is the creator of 3 worlds, namely the lower planets called the Patala Lokas, the middle planets called the Burlokas, and the upper planets called the Svarlokas. Still higher planets such as Maharloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, and Brahmaloka do not dissolve in the devastating water. This is because of the causeless devotional service rendered unto the Lord by their inhabitants, whose existence continues up to the end of V Pararda time, when they are generally liberated from the chain of birth and death in the material world. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Text 10. I have seen 2 more devotees. Okay. Akincham Prabhu and then Deepamate, please continue. Akincham Prabhu.
Oh, yeah, I need 5 minutes, Prabhu.
Okay. Deepamate, please continue. Yeah, no problem.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vidura inquired from Maitreya, O my lord, O greatly learned sage, kindly describe eternal time, which is another form of the Supreme Lord, the wonderful actor. What are the symptoms of that eternal time? Please describe them to us in detail. Purport. The complete universe is a manifestation of varieties of entities, beginning from the atoms up to the gigantic universe itself, and all is under the control of the Supreme Lord. In his form of Kala or eternal time, the controlling time has different dimensions in relations to particular physical embodiments. There is time for atomic dissolution and a time for the universal dissolution. There is a time for the annihilation of the body of the human being, and there is a time for the annihilation of the universal body. Also, growth, development, and resultant actions all depend on the time factor. Vidura wanted to know in detail the different physical manifestations and their times of annihilation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mother Lanya. Please read.
ఇప్పుడే వచ్చిన
Okay. I just want to share here, devotees, that Subodhini. So just now we have read through the first 10 verses, right? So 1 to 3 inquiries about Brahma's creation, Vidura's question to Maitreya. In between the loops of conversation, again, Sudha Goswami discussing how there was the discussion happened between, my Vidura and Maitreya, and that's where. And again, jumping into the discussion explained by Maitreya. And Lord Brahma creates the 14 worlds, that is 4 to 9 verses, and this 11 to 13 is the characteristics of time, and then later verses, the 10 divisions of creation. Okay, so sharing again Veda base. Akincham Prabhu, you are ready now? Otherwise, I will read anyway. I will read. It's okay. No rush. I will read. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maitreya said, eternal time is the primeval source of the interactions of the three modes of material nature. It is unchangeable and limitless, and it works as the instrument of the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his pastimes in the material creation. Purport. The impersonal time factor is the background of the material manifestation as the instrument of the Supreme Lord. It is the ingredient of assistance offered to material nature. No one knows where time began and where it ends, and it is time only which can keep a record of the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the material manifestation. This time factor is the material cause of creation and is therefore a self-expansion of the personality of Godhead. Time is considered the impersonal feature of the Lord. The time factor is also explained by modern men in various ways. Some accept it almost as it is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. For example, in Hebrew literature, time is accepted in the same spirit as a representation of God. It is stated therein, God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets. Metaphysically, time is distinguished as absolute and real. Absolute time is continuous and is unaffected by the speed or slowness of material things. Time is astronomically and mathematically calculated in relation to the speed, change, and life of particular object. Astronomically and mathematically calculated based on that speed, time change, and time in life of a particular object. Factually, however, time has nothing to do with the relativities of things. Rather, everything is shaped and calculated in terms of the facility offered by time. Time is the basic measurement of the activity of our senses, by which we calculate past, present, and future. But in factual calculation, time has no beginning and no end. Chanakya Pandita says that even a slight fraction of time cannot be purchased with millions of dollars, and therefore, even a moment of time lost without profit must be calculated as the greatest loss in life. Time is not subject to any form of psychology. Time is not subject to any form of psychology, nor are the moments objective realities in themselves. But they are dependent on particular experiences. They are dependent on particular experience. So, we never realize, right? How valuable time is. Valuable time is, it cannot be purchased with millions of dollars. Therefore, even a moment of time lost without profit. So we all have to have conscious about time also. Therefore, Srila Jiva Goswami concludes that the time factor is intermixed with the activities, actions, and reactions of the external energy of the Lord. The external energy or material nature works under the superintendence of the time factor as the Lord Himself. And that is why material nature appears to have produced so many wonderful things in the cosmic manifestation. Bhagavad Gita 9.10 confirms this conclusion as follows. Mayadhyakshena prakrute suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagadvi parivartate. So Krishna is the Adhyaksha. He is the president of this material nature. So we'll continue. Text 12. Now are you able to read? Akinchan Prabhu?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Text 12, please read.
Textual translation and purpose. This cosmic manifestation is separated from the Supreme Lord as material energy by the means of Kala, which is the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Lord. It is situated as the objective manifestation of the Lord under the influence of the same material energy of Vishnu. Purport. As stated previously by Narada before Vyasadeva, Bhagavat 1.5 to 1.5.20. Idami Vishwam Bhagavan Evatara. This manifested world is a self-same personality of Godhead, but it appears to be something else beyond or besides the Lord. It appears so because of its being separated from the Lord by means of Kala. It is something like the tape recorder voice of the person who is now separated from the voice. As the tape recording is situated on the tape, so the whole cosmic manifestation is situated on the material energy and appears separate by the means of Kala. The material manifestation is therefore an objective manifestation of Supreme Lord and exhibits his impersonal future, so much adored by the impersonalist philosophers. Impersonalist philosophers.
Very good. Thank you, Babu. So this verse, let us see what is there. As stated in the previously, Narada before Vasudeva 1.5.20. The Supreme Personality of Lord, so the Supreme Lord Personality of God is himself in the cosmos and still he is aloof from it. From him only as this cosmic manifestation emanated. In him it rests and unto him it enters after annihilation. Your good self knows all about this. I have given only a synopsis. Okay. So everything dependent on him. Okay. Idam hi Vishwam Bhagavan Ivetaraha. Very good. And okay. Okay. We'll ask you wanna read, Lavanya?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
2 lineless slokam ఉంది. Very interesting. Read this sloka also.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.10.13. Yatadanim tada grecha pashat api idrisham. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. This cosmic manifestation is as it is now. It was the same in the past and it will be continuing the same way in the future. Purport. There is a systematic... Hare Krishna?
Yeah, continue.
Can you highlight this, please? Yeah. There is a systematic schedule for the perpetual manifestation, maintenance, and annihilation of the material world. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.8, Bhuta Gramam Imam Krishtam Avasram Prakriter Vashat. As it is created now and as it will be destroyed later on. So also it existed in the past and again it will be created, maintained and destroyed in due course of time. Therefore, the systematic activities of the time factor are perpetual and eternal and cannot be stated to be false. The manifestation is temporary and occasional, but it is not false as claimed by the Mayavadi philosophers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'll read one more. You wanna take, Lavanya? You wanna continue?
Yeah. Can I?
You're on the laptop, huh?
3.10.14. Yeah, just. అదే
Sure.
చూస్తున్నాను ల్యాప్టాప్ లోనే ఉన్నా చూస్తున్నా.
అదేంటంటే ఇంకోటి యూ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ ఎస్టర్డే సేమ్ స్లైడ్. ఓకే, రుద్రగీతది. సరేనా? సంబడి చంద్రవల్ ప్రభు, ప్లీజ్ కంటిన్యూ. అయిపోయినాక ఐ విల్ గివ్ ఇట్ టు యూ. ఓకే.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు.
Yeah. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There are 9 different kinds of creations besides the one which naturally occurs due to the interaction of the modes. There are 3 kinds of annihilations due to eternal lifetime, the material elements and the quality of one's work. Purport. The scheduled creations and annihilations takes place in terms of supreme will. There are other creations due to interactions of material elements which take place by the intelligence of Brahma. Later, these will be more explicitly explained. At present, only preliminary information is given. The 3 kinds of annihilations are due to the scheduled time of annihilation of the entire universe. Second one is due to the duty of fire which emanates from the mouth of Ananta. And the third one is due to one's qualitative actions and reactions.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Text 15 నుంచి you asked. Okay.
Yes,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
sure.
sir.
Share your screen. I am making your host also. Okay. X15, 3, 10, 15. చాప్టర్ చిన్నగానే ఉంది, 29 వర్సెస్.
సో కంప్లీట్ చేయమంటారా ఇవాళ?
ఐ డోంట్ నో
20
ఎంత ఉన్నాయి పర్పోర్ట్లు, ఎంత పెద్దగా ఉన్నాయి. బెటర్ ఇక ఒక చిన్న పని చేయండి. క్లిక్ ఆన్ డిఫాల్ట్ వ్యూ. ఇక్కడ ఉన్నది డిఫాల్ట్ వ్యూ కొట్టండి. ఓకే, షో అడ్వాన్స్ వ్యూ. దేవనగర్ది ఇంకా రా, పైకి రా. ఒకసారి పైకి రండి క్విక్, ఒకసారి చూద్దాము. స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేయండి టాప్. అయితే దేవనగర్ తీయండి. ఓకే, వర్స్ టెక్స్ట్ ఉండని, ఇది ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ అన్నాను, కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్, టెక్స్ట్ స్పేస్ 15 గుడ్. మళ్ళా నెక్స్ట్ కొట్టకుండా డైరెక్ట్ వచ్చేస్తుంది ఇంట్లోనే. ఓకే, ఒకటే పేజీలు ఉంటుంది అంతా.
ఏం చేయాలి ఇప్పుడు?
కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ అనండి.
హరే కృష్ణ.
కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ బటన్ ఉంటుంది కదరా ల్యాప్టాప్ మీద.
హరి బోల్.
కంట్రోల్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు హియర్ మీ. హరి బోల్.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Prabhuji, you are audible to us. Yeah, you are audible to us.
Is it audible, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji?
Mataji, you are audible to us. Are we audible to you?
Hare Krishna.
No, that is a problem, I think.
కృష్ణ మాతాజీ వినిపిస్తుంది మాతాజీ?
యా వినిపిస్తుందా? యా చెప్పండి చెప్పండి.
ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ కొట్టమ్మా, చెప్పు. కంట్రోల్ కీబోర్డ్ మీద ఉంటుంది కదా, కంట్రోల్ ప్లస్ ఎఫ్. కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఎందుకు అవుతావు నువ్వు అసలు? కీబోర్డ్ మీద కంట్రోల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ అని క్లిక్ చేయండి. జస్ట్ టు మేక్ ఈజియర్, ఓకే, టు థింగ్స్. మీకు వినిపిస్తుందా హరిబోల్?
హరిబోల్ చెప్పండి.
కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్, కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్.
మాకు వినపడుతుంది, మాకు వినపడుతుంది.
అదే ప్రభు, కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ కీబోర్డ్ పైన క్లిక్ చేయండి ఒకసారి.
చేశాను నేను.
ఓకే, దాంట్లో టెక్స్ట్ స్పేస్ 15 కొట్టండి.
She can directly scroll down also, Prabhuji.
ఓకేలేండి, అందుకే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉన్నది. ఓకే, అది టెక్స్ట్ 15 దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఒకసారి
Mataji,
చూడండి.
scroll down to text 15, Mataji. కిందకి స్క్రోల్ అయిపోండి.
ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు కంటిన్యూ, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు కంటిన్యూ,
we can continue. కొంచెమే ఉంది పర్పస్.
సరే అయితే 15 నుంచి చదివిపోయండి. ఓకే, అండ్ దెన్ లేటర్ రుద్రగీత ఆ స్లైడ్లో నెక్స్ట్ వర్స్ చూస్ చేసుకోండి, చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ డివోటీస్. ఐఎమ్ డ్రాపింగ్ ఆఫ్ ధన్యవాద్ ప్రణామ్స్. వాంఛాకల్పతరుభ్యశ్చ కృపా సింధుభ్యవచ పతితానాం పావనేభ్యో వైష్ణవేభ్యో నమో నమః. అనంతకోటి వైష్ణవ వృందకి జై. జగద్గురు శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదకి జై. గ్రంథరాజ్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం కి జై. ఇది ఒకటే పేజీలో ఉంటుంది, యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు వరీ. ఓకే, ఒకటే పేజీలో ఉంటుంది ఇదంతా. సో ఈ జస్ట్ స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేసుకుంటే వెళ్ళిపోవడమే, యాజ్ సింపుల్ యాజ్ దట్. టెక్స్ట్ 15 నుంచి అయిపోయాను. ఇంకొకటి ఏంటిదంటే, నీకు ఒక ఈజీగా కింద ఈ స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ లోనే కింద లాస్ట్ కి డౌన్ ఆరో ఉంది, చూసినావా కింద? ఇప్పుడు కింద చూస్తున్నావా లావణ్య? కింద నువ్వు అక్కడనే పట్టుకొని అనాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. లేకపోతే కీబోర్డ్ డౌన్ ఆరో, కీబోర్డ్ పైన కూడా డౌన్ ఆరో ఉంటుంది, అదే తీసుకెళ్తుంది కిందికి. ఓకే, యా, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ డివోటీస్. లెట్ మీ స్పెండ్ ఫ్యూ
ఎవరు
మినిట్స్.
చంద్రమౌళి ప్రభు చదవాలి ఇప్పుడు?
అయిపోయింది, అందరూ అయిపోయింది. ఒక 1 సైకిల్ అయిపోయింది. నౌ అగైన్ కాల్ అవుట్ మాతాజీస్ నేమ్స్ అండ్ ఓకే. I think verses also we don't need to see, but anyway, ఇంకా వద్దులే. Scroll down and ask the names and read out.
సైకిల్ అయిపోయిందా? అందరు చదివారా?
చదివినారు.
మాధవి రెడ్డి మాతాజీ, హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji, you can continue, Mataji.
Yeah. Translation purport Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Of the 9 creations, the first one is the creation of the Mahatattva, or the sum total of the material ingredients, wherein the modes of interact due to the presence of the Supreme Lord. In the second, the false ego is generated, in which the material ingredient, material knowledge, and material activities arise. Purport. The first emanation from the Supreme Lord for material creation is called the Mahatattva. The interaction of the material modes is the cause of false identification, or the sense that a living being is made of material elements. This false ego is the cause of identifying the body and the mind with the soul proper. Material sources and the capacity and knowledge to work are all generated in the second term of creation. After the Mahatattva, Jnana indicates the senses which are sources of knowledge and their controlling deities. Work entails the working organs and their controlling deities. All these are generated in the second creation. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Sirisha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Is it audible, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. వినిపిస్తుంది.
ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ఒకటే ఉంది, సో మీరు 17th కూడా చదవండి Mataji.
ఓకే Mataji. Translation and purport by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The sense perceptions are created in the third creation and from these the elements are generated. The fourth creation is the creation of knowledge and of working capacity. Text 17. Translation. The fifth creation is that of the controlling deities by the interaction of the mode of goodness, of which the mind is the sum total. The sixth creation is the ignorant darkness of the living entity, by which the master acts as the fool. Purport. The demigods in the higher planets are called devas, because they are all devotees of Lord Vishnu. Vishnu Bhakta Smrito Daiva Asuras Tad Viparyaya. All the devotees of Lord Vishnu are devas or demigods, whereas all others are asuras. That is the division of the devas and the asuras. Devas are situated in the mode of goodness of material nature, whereas the asuras are situated in the mode of passion or ignorance. The demigods are controlling deities, are interested with the departmental management of all the different functions of the material world. For example, one of our sense organs, the eye, is controlled by light. Light is distributed by the sun rays, and their controlling deities is the sun. Similarly, mind is controlled by the moon. All other senses, both for working and for acquiring knowledge, are controlled by the different demigods. The demigods are assistants of the Lord in the management of material affairs.
Yeah, we'll give it to others, Mataji. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Rashmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. After the creation of demigods, all entities are covered by the darkness of ignorance. Each and every living being in the material world is conditioned by his mentality of lording it over the resources of material nature. Although a living entity is the master of material world, he is conditioned by ignorance, by the false impression of being the proprietor of material things. The energy of the Lord called avidya is the bewildering factor of the conditioned soul. The material nature is called avidya or ignorance, but to the devotees of the Lord engaged in pure devotional service, this energy becomes vidya or pure knowledge. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. The energy of Lord transforms from Mahamaya to Yogamaya and appears to pure devotee in her real feature. The material nature therefore appears to function in three phases: as the creative principle of material world, as ignorance, and as knowledge. As disclosed in the previous verse in the fourth creation of the power of knowledge is also created. The conditioned soul are not originally fools, but by the influence of the avidya function of material nature, they are made fools, and thus they are unable to utilize knowledge in the proper channel. By the influence of darkness, the conditioned soul forgets his relationship with the Supreme Lord and is overwhelmed by attachment, hatred, pride, ignorance, and false identification, the 5 kinds of illusion that cause material bondage. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Deepa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The seventh creation is that of the immovable entities, which are of 6 kinds: the fruit trees without flowers, trees and plants which exist until the fruit is ripe, creepers, pipe plants, creepers which have no support, and trees with flowers and fruits.
You can read this one also.
Okay. Translation. All the immovable trees and plants seek their subsistence upwards. They are almost unconscious but have feelings of pain within. They are manifested in variegatedness. Hare Krishna.
Chandramali Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, you can read, Prabhuji.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The eighth creation is that of the lower species of life, and they are of different varieties, numbering 28. They are all extensively foolish and ignorant. They know their desirables by smell, but are unable to remember anything within the heart. Purport. Yeah. In the Vedas, the symptoms of the lower animals are described as follows. Ate taresham pashuna asna pipase eva vijnanam na vijnatam vadantina vijnatam pashyanti na vidu swatanam na loka iti yadva bhuri tamaso basurusa गुणानेव जयन्ति हृदयं प्रति स्वप्रिय वस्त एव विन्दन्ति भोजन सयनादि अर्थं गृह्णति. Lower animals have knowledge only of their hunger and thirst. They have no acquired knowledge, no vision. Their behavior exhibits no dependence on formalities, extensively ignorant. They can know their desirables only by smell, and by such intelligence only can they understand what is favorable and unfavorable. Their knowledge is concerned only with eating and sleeping. Therefore, even the most ferocious lower animals, such as tigers, can be tamed simply by regularly supplying meals and accommodations for sleeping. Only snakes cannot be tamed by such an arrangement.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Akinchan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, the Arthangal is Mataji. Last, what is it, Mataji? Snakes.
Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, you want to explain, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Snakes cannot be tamed by such arrangements. Hare Krishna, Lalit Mohan Prabhuji.
I think Prabhuji, for other animals, no, they will lead the life by just smelling. Okay, but when coming to the snakes, no,
I'll just be back within 5 minutes. Thank you.
But when coming to the snakes, I think I don't smell. That's what they are trying to tell. Am I right, Prabhuji? Oh.
Kincham Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, you can read this translation. Just a second, Prabhuji. All are the translations. Okay. Up to 25, you can read. 25. Yeah, up to 25, you can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah. O purest Vidura of lower animals, O purest Vidura of the lower animals, the cow, goat, buffalo, Krishna, stag, hog, Gavya animal, deer, lamb, and camel all have the cloven hooves. The horse, mule, ass, gaura, sarabha, bison, and the wild cow all have only one hoof. Now you may hear from me about the animals who have 5 nails. The dog, jackal, tiger, fox, cat, rabbit, sajaru, monkey, elephant, lion, monkey, elephant, tortoise, alligator, gosapa, etc. all have 5 nails in their claws. They are known as panchanakas are animals having 5 nails. Deer, vulture, crane, hawk, basa, bauluka, peacock, swan, sarasa, chakravaka, crow, owl, and others are the birds.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Sapan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
You can
Translation: the creation of the human beings who are of one species only and who stock their eatables in the belly is the 9th in the rotation. In the human race, the mode of passion is very prominent. Humans are always busy in the midst of miserable life, but they think themselves happy in all respects. Purport: the human being is more passionate than animals, and thus the sex life of human beings is more irregular. The animals have their due time for sexual intercourse, but the human being has no regular time for such activities. The human being is endowed with a higher advanced stage of consciousness for getting relief from the existence of material miseries, but due to his ignorance, he thinks that his higher consciousness is meant for advancing in the material comforts of life. Thus, his intelligence is misused in the animal propensities, eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, instead of spiritual realization. By advancing in material comforts, the human being puts himself in a more miserable condition, but illusioned by the material energy. He always thinks himself happy, even while in the midst of misery. Such misery of human life is distinct from the natural, comfortable life enjoyed even by the animals. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji, I will read.
Raja Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, I will read.
Yes. I thought you were in hearing mode, Prabhuji. Sorry.
No, yeah, I'll read, Mataji.
Yes.
Translation. Oh good Vidura, these last 3 creations and the creation of demigods, the 10th creation, are Vaikrita creations, which are different from the previously described Prakrita, natural creations. The appearance of Kumaras is both. Can I continue, Mataji?
Yes. I'm just seeing. Yeah, you can read 29th also, Prabhuji. Yeah.
A translation. The creation of the demigods is 8 varieties. First one, the demigods. Second one is the 4 fathers. Third one, the asuras or demons. Fourth one, the gandharvas and apsaras or angels. Fifth one, the yakshas and rakshasas. Sixth one, the siddhas, karanas, charanas, Mataji, or charanas? Charanas and vidyadharas. Seventh, the bhutas, pretas, and pishachas. And eighth one, the superhuman beings, celestial singers, etc. All are created by Brahma, the creator of the universe. Purport. As explained in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Siddhas are inhabitants of Siddhaloka,
where the residents travel in space without vehicles. At their mirror, will they can pass from one planet to another without difficulty. Therefore, in the upper planets, the inhabitants are far superior to the inhabitants of the planet in the matters of art, culture, and science, since they possess brains superior to those of human beings. The spirits and jinn mentioned in this connection are also counted among the demigods because they are able to perform uncommon functions not possible for men. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Prabhuji. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, please.
You want to read, Prabhuji?
Yes. Just a minute, Mataji. Translation. Now I shall describe the descendants of Manus, the creator, Brahma, as the incarnation of passion mode of the personality of Godhead, creates the universal affairs with unfailing desires in every millennium by the force of Lord's energy. The cosmic manifestation is an expression of one of the many energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The creator and the created are both emanations of the Supreme Truth, as stated in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Janmadhi Yasya Yataha. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of 3rd canto, 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Divisions of the Creation. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Prabhuji, can you explain a little bit about this chapter and in a nutshell? So that Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I audible?
Is this? Yeah. You are audible, Mataji. This is 310, na?
Yeah, 310. Yes, Prabhuji.
310. So we have come 10 chapters across this canto. Initially, the description was about what? The moment universe comes from the whole of the Karnadaksha Vishnu. Okay? That is what we discussed in the first 3 chapters. Do you remember? Mahatattva and Kala, Lord's glance, all those things. Did you remember that? And at the end of it, 23 elements come and then they form universal form. That is one kind of creation. When will that creation happen? The moment the universal egg comes from the pores of the skin of Karnadaksha Vishnu. Do you remember that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
A long silence, huh? Haripal.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then what happens? Yes. Then what happens? Okay. Then the further inquiries come in the form of questions. Okay. Vidura asks Maitreya, please explain about other things. And then he will ask about the soul, how the soul be entrapped by the material energy and all these things he will ask. Okay. Then Maitreya says that soul is always pure. It will not be attached by the modes. Modes are far inferior to it. Okay. But the desire is the strongest, so all these things are happening. This is the second thing. And then he says, bhakti is the only thing which eradicate all these things. After the initial creation, these are the doubts posed by whom to whom? Vidura to Maitreya. Maitreya will answer in such a way that bhakti is the only solution. Then Vidura says, I really got confidence in you now. Okay? Please, elaborate further. And then he will ask some questions. And then directly the Vidura goes to where? After the previous, the previous creation, the previous Chaturyuga, it has completed. The 1000 cycles, 994 cycles, it is completed. and Brahma has gone to sleep. Now he's again wake up. He, when he wake up, what happens? That's what he was asking. The creation again takes place, right? Are you getting me or confused?
Yes,
See,
yes,
the
Prabhu.
first 3 chapters of creation is when the universal egg forms, okay? Then what happens is the initial thing. But now what we are discussing is Brahma, after the destruction, how he again starts creation, okay? That is what these descriptions are about. Now, initially, when Brahma was born, what happens? That is the answer given by Maitreya. What Vidura asks? Vidura asks after the sleep of 994 cycles, what happens? But Maitreya, what he answers? Maitreya answers, at the birth of Brahma, what happens? That he answers. Now, could you understand the difference between these two, the question and answer?
Yes, Prabhu. He's saying the source also. Yeah, first.
Initially, how it formed. Okay. Then, in the further chapters, our Maitreya will answer. See, when Brahma sleeps, all the 14 planets will not go berserk. Only 7 planets will be there. 5 planets will be there. It will not be disturbed. The other 9 to 10 planets, they will be disturbed. Okay. This will be given in the next chapters. But you can understand the context, Vidura asked something. Vidura asked, after the waking up of Brahma, after 994 cycles, what happens? That is what Vidura asks. But Maitreya, how he starts? When the birth of Brahma takes place, what happened, how the creation formed. That is what he is explaining. That is where we are now. Understood? And then he says how how he prayed to the Lord, how Lord Brahma prayed to the Lord, and Lord has given him the energy and the intelligence to create, and now Brahma started creating. How what he started? He has gone into the lotus world again, and then meditated for 100 years, and then what is he doing? He has created 3 subtle divisions. 3 main divisions. What are they? What are the planetary systems? 3 main divisions. You all know.
Oh, Bhuva Swarga.
Upper planetary systems and middle planetary systems and the lower planetary systems, right? And there are 14, 7 at the top and 7 at the bottom. Okay. And who are all the inhabitants of the 7 upper planetary systems that are being explained here? And a small description of time is also given. Okay. Here the description of time is very, very small, but it is going to be elaborated in the next chapters, coming chapters. Okay. So where we are now, right now, Brahma's initial creation and how he has divided this universe into 3 divisions. And these 3 divisions are further divided into 14 planetary systems. Okay. This is where we are.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. So he is explaining different species for the inhabitants of different planets.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Like Siddhas cannot stay here because this is not the time, place, and circumstance for them to stay here. So they are given some space. Okay. Yakshas, they're very powerful creatures. They are not given space here. They are given separate space so that they will not disturb us. But when this earth is ripe, they would come here also. Like in Mahabharata, there are many Yaksha and Pandavas Samvada. Many instances where they both fought also, right? So when time was favorable, they would come.
Okay.
But as
they
this
have
time
their
is completely
own
gross.
abodes. Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own abodes. They have their own
abodes.
spaces. Everyone has their own spaces, but always the cross country or cross planetary systems travelings used to happen. Even now also it takes place, but we are so gross that we cannot see those things. Okay, but acharyas can see. And he was giving, how are yakshas? Have you seen the temple anytime? The temple, the Gopuram, especially South Indian temples. Now, if you see, there is a lion-like creature, which completely keeps his tongue outside and sees towards the down. అది చూసారు ఎవరన్నా? Anyone has seen that?
పూరిలో ఉంటుంది ప్రభుజీ. పూరి జగన్నాథ్ పూరి.
In Jagannath Puri also it is there. In every South Indian temple, the entrance, the main gopuram, the moment you enter inside the temple, the gopuram you have it. It signifies that if you cross us, only then you can enter enter to see the Sri Mahavishnu. That's why on gopuram they are kept seeing downside. So they are the witness for our entry into the temple. They are witnessing that, अरे ये तो एक बार मंदिर आया, ठीक है? They're very powerful people, huh? They're very powerful.
Who they represent, Prabhuji? That gopuram lion-like feature, who they represent? Because my kid asked like Hansini, why they are having this one?
No, they are actually Yamaraj, na? They're all the servants of Yamaraj. So when we go into the, what is the town name?
Alkapuri?
There is no. Alkapuri? No.
Yamapuri? Or?
No. Just before going to the Yamalokana, we'll go to one place where we will be given our Yatana Sirira. Samyamanipuram.
Okay.
Yeah, Samyamanipuram. Okay, that is the place where we will be given our Yatana Sharira, Yatana body. Over there, these people will be standing. Are ye bahut bar mandir aaya. So they will just help us. I witnessed him going inside the temple. So please decrease his karma, or decrease his bad karma. That's what they will give their feedback to Yamaraj.
Okay.
Of course, Yamaraj knows everything, but still these people will come and help. So that's the reason they will see, in a very awkwardly they will see towards us. At the top of the temple they will be there, and they will be witnessing at the bottom.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhuji. I thought before, Prabhuji, it was Sunny Deol. Before I thought, Prabhuji, it was Sunny Deol. I don't know about this story. The Gopuram. Yeah.
You thought what, Mataji?
I thought Mataji Sunny Deol that was.
What is that?
Shani.
Okay. Shani.
Yeah.
Shanidev? No. They are not Shanidev. They are Yakshas, man.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Do you understand till this point, everyone? Where we are? The Brahma initially how created and how he has divided into 14 planetary systems. Okay?
Yes.
And this chapter also speaks about something like primary and secondary creation, right? So this primary and secondary creation is, this primary creation, it will not be disturbed during the sleep of Brahma. After 994 cycles, 7 manvantras, you understood this 14 manvantras, sorry. After this 14 manvantras, this primary creation will not get disturbed. Only secondary creation will get disturbed.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone understood, na? Here there are, in the 14 planetary systems, there are primary creation and there is secondary creation again. Okay? This primary creation will not get disturbed during the sleep of Brahma or the 14 manvantras. So this is the reason why I am telling you always this, Chaturyuga cycle, one Mahayuga, and there are 14 Manus, and in every manvantara there is 71 cycles, 71 4 yugas. Okay, 71 Chaturyugas. So 71 into 4, it makes how many? 994. Okay, that is one day of Brahma. And again in the night, he will sleep for that much of time. While he was sleeping, just before sleeping, there will be one destruction. Okay, there will be one pralaya. In that pralaya, only secondary creation will get wiped off, not the primary creation. Okay, just remember this. Because
can we call it a partial pralaya, Prabhuji?
Yeah, that is partial only. But in that, only this below this primary creation things will get wiped off.
Yes.
But above those things will not get wiped off. Okay. Any doubts regarding this?
అంటే ఎన్ని 14 ప్లానెటరీ సిస్టమ్స్ లో ఏది వైపుడ్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది ప్రభుజీ?
భూవర్లోకి ఉంది కదా ప్రభు, స్వర్గ నుంచి కిందంతా వైప్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది, స్వర్గ పైన వైప్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది. నవ్ ఇఫ్ యు సీ ద ఇన్హాబిటెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ స్వర్గ, దే ఆర్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంటూ ఎలిక్సిర్ అంటే అమృతం. దే ఆల్వేస్ ట్రై టు డ్రింక్ అమృత్, రైట్? యు నో దిస్? So if they drink amrut, what happens is they will go to the upper planetary systems more than the Swarga. Jana, Tapa, ఆ లోకల్కి వెళ్తారు అనమాట. ఆ 5 లోకాలు ఏం పాడవు ఎప్పుడు.
ఓకే.
బ్రహ్మ పడుకున్నప్పుడు పాడవు అవి. ఓకేనా? సో ఇన్ దట్ వే దే కెన్ సస్టైన్ ఫర్ 1 more కల్ప. అర్థమైందా ప్రభు?
Yes. So every time pralaya వచ్చినప్పుడు ఓన్లీ సెకండరీ క్రియేషన్ డిస్ట్రాయ్ అవుతుంది, అంతేనా?
Yes, only secondary creation will get disturbed. That is, from Swarga till Patala, everything will get disturbed. Okay? Distracted, not disturbed, distracted.
Yeah,
but above those 5 planetary systems, did not happen anything.
Yeah, destroyed.
So, and Swarga people knows this. Swarga people knows this, and what they do, they try to drink the Amrit, and that they wanted to go to the above higher planetary systems, the 5 planetary systems. But Bhaktas and Transcendentalists, what will we do? We directly wanted to go away from this material world. That is the reason it is said in Kali Yuga, beside Nadi Tirana, Kaliyugana, Bharatavarshe, in the land of Bharat, and in a family where a small amount of devotion is there. For that birth, people in this Swargaloka will get lined, queued up. Okay?
Yeah, okay, bro.
The 12th canto of Bhagavatam, it comes from. The people in the Swarga, they will get queued up to have this chance. And we are really having it. So it is very fortunate that someone really prayed for us. We are completely blessed. We are here. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Demigods lo like Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Demigods like description ఇచ్చినప్పుడు సురాస్ ఎట్లాగో డెమిగాడ్సే, బట్ అసురాస్ ఆల్సో కన్సిడర్ బికాస్ దే ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ లైక్ క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ లైక్ డెమిగాడ్స్, దే కెన్ ఎంజాయ్, సో దే ఆర్ కన్సిడర్డ్ యాజ్ డెమిగాడ్స్. సో ప్రభుజీ, స్వర్గాల్లో డెమిగాడ్స్ తో పాటు లైక్ సురాస్ తో పాటు అసురాస్ కూడా అక్కడే ఉంటారా? వాళ్ళ బోర్డు కూడా?
No, Bhuvarloka. They will be in Bhuvarloka.
So all asuras will be Bhuvarloka?
Bhuvara, tarvata Swarga kada.
Bhuvar,
maximum
Swarga,
of them will be in maximum of them will be in Bhuvar, Mataji. Many of them who are very much attached to the ignorance, they will be in the Atala Vital Sutala also.
But okay, so all the Rakshasas will be in the lower planetary system and some of them are in Bhuvarloka.
No. Rakshasas, they will be maximum of them in Bhuvarloka, Mataji. Some of them will be in the lower planetary systems.
Some of them.
Maximum of them will be in Bhuvarloka, Mataji. They are higher than us actually, because their penances and everything is, their tapasya will be more harder than what a human can do.
So
yeah, so Bhumi, Bhuvara, Swarga.
Okay. So all the Rakshasas in Bhuvarloka, you are saying?
Maximum of them, Mataji. I cannot say. See, it is case to case basis also, Mataji. Some will be in the down case, down also. And some will be fighting, in Swarga also.
Yeah, because we have seen that
their
like
enemy's
whatever...
land and they'll fight also.
Yes. So
when their power will get increased, they will go to the upper planetary systems. And when they are more attached to their lower modes, they will go into the lower planetary systems also.
Okay. And what about forefathers, Prabhuji? In the same category, we have seen forefathers also in the demigods.
That is Loka. Near Bhuvar Loka it is. No, but somewhere near Bhuvar Loka they will be there.
Pitruloka will be?
Pitruloka.
Yes,
That comes after our Naraka Mataji, means what you say, after their journey towards Naraka or Svarga, they will go to the Pitruloka. Some people, if they do not having enough karma, they will stay there only, because our karma will go to them. The descendants karma, na, our karma will go to them. Accordingly, they will be given. They will be helped by us actually. Okay.
Because there's
a very good story about Agastya Rishi. Okay. What is the time now? Mataji, aaj Hari Bole Mataji. It's already 9:15. I'm sorry. Yes. But is it okay? Are you interested in this? It's a lot to discuss.
ఒక్కసారి పితృలోక గురించి చెప్పండి ఒక్కసారి.
Yeah, Mataji, మనకి యాక్చువల్లీ యాతన శరీరం, ఒకవేళ మనం నరకానికి వెళ్ళామనుకోండి, యాతన శరీరం ఇస్తారనమాట. మనం ఇక్కడ చేసిన పాపకర్మలు ఉంటాయి కదా, వాటికి తగ్గట్టు మనకి అక్కడ పనిష్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. యాతన శరీరం స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటి అంటే, వి విల్ ఫీల్ పెయిన్ మాతాజీ, బట్ బాడీ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్. అర్థమైందా? మనకు ఇప్పుడు తేళ్లతో కుట్టించారనుకోండి, 1000 తేళ్ళు వేసి, ఆ 1000 తేళ్ళు మన దగ్గర నుంచి రక్తం లాగేస్తుంటుంది. ఆ పెయిన్ అయితే ఉంటుంది, కానీ మన బాడీకి ఏమవ్వదు అనమాట. ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ డిటీరియేటెడ్. ఇప్పుడు మన దగ్గర 100 జలకలు వేసారనుకోండి మీదకి, వాట్ విల్ బి హ్యాపెన్? హరి బోల్, నెక్స్ట్ డే వి విల్ డైరెక్ట్లీ గో. మన శరీరం కూడా పాడైపోతుంది.
మరి పెయిన్ తెలియకుంటే మరి శిక్ష వేస్ట్ కదా.
ఏం తెలుసు?
పెయిన్ తెలుస్తుంది ప్రభు, పెయిన్ తెలుస్తుంది, పెయిన్ కంప్లీట్ గా తెలుస్తుంది అంతా, కానీ శరీరానికి ఏమవ్వదు అనమాట.
ఓకే ఓకే.
సో వీఆర్ ఇన్ ఏ కన్సెప్షన్ దట్ మనకి పెయిన్ తెలిస్తే బాడీలో ఏదో పోయినట్టే. కౌకి దెబ్బలు అంటారు, లోపల ఎముకలు ఇరిగిపోతే బయట ఏం పెయిన్ తెలియదు, తెలుసు కదా. శరీరం బయట చేతులు కాలు అలాగే ఉన్నట్టుంటుంది, లోపల మటుకు ఇరిగిపోతాయి అన్ని. సో ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే యాతన శరీరం ఆల్సో, అవన్నీ కూడా ఏంటంటే లోపల పెయిన్ తెలుస్తూ ఉంటది, శరీరానికి మటుకు ఏమవుతుంది అనమాట. సో ఈ శరీరం అయిపోయాక మనకి పనిష్మెంట్ ఎంతైతే ఇవ్వాలో అంత మనం గోతురు అయినాక, దే విల్ కీప్ అస్ ఇన్ ద పితృలోక. వై
ప్రభు ఎక్కడ ఇస్తారన్న ప్రభుజీ? బాడీ ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది మనకి? యాతన బాడీ,
యాతన శరీరం సంయమనీపురం ప్రభు.
సంయమనీపురమా? ఓకే ఓకే.
అంటే మనం మృత్యు తర్వాత సంయమనీపురం వెళ్తామంట. అక్కడ ఒక ప్రాసెస్ ఉంటుంది, మొత్తం 13 days పడుతుంది ప్రభు అక్కడికి వెళ్ళడానికి.
విరజన దాటాలి కదా. విరజన
ఇది అక్కడ కాదు, ఇది వేరే చోట.
ఇది వేరే చోట. విరజన
ఇది వేరే చోట ప్రభు.
ఓకే ప్రభు.
ఓకే. ఇది యాక్చువల్లీ హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయంటే ప్రభు, పాతాళం తర్వాత ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట పక్కన. సో మనల్ని అక్కడ తీసుకెళ్తారు.
బట్ ప్రభుజీ, లైక్ హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ అని అనుకుంటాం, కానీ లైక్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో ఎంజాయింగ్ వెరీ నైస్లీ ప్రభుజీ. ఎందుకంటే మనకు లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్పారు హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ గురించి. దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో వెరీ సాఫిస్టికేటెడ్ ప్లానెట్స్.
ఇన్ వాట్ సెన్స్?
అంటే లైక్ వాళ్ళకు కూడా అన్ని లైక్ లగ్జరీస్ ఉంటాయి అని విన్నాను ప్రభుజీ. లైక్ హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ వాట్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ థింకింగ్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. అది నేను అది మొన్ననే విన్నాను ప్రభుజీ. లైక్ సుఖదేవ్ గోస్వామి అడుగుతాడు కదా అజామిలా స్టోరీ తర్వాత 5th canto 28 హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ గురించి చెప్తారు కదా సుఖదేవ్ గోస్వామి. అప్పుడు హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ అంటే భయంకరంగా ఉంటాయని అనుకున్నాను, కానీ అంటే లైక్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్ ప్లానెట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు మనం వేరే వాళ్ళకి
థింగ్ ఇస్ మాతాజీ, యు విల్ యాక్చువల్లీ సఫర్ దేర్ నా. See, actually we are suffering in the material world also, but we are not knowing that na. So ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇగ్నోరెన్స్ అక్కడ కూడా ఉంటుంది మాతాజీ.
Yeah, but materially they are enjoying more because their entanglement is more.
ఇప్పుడు మిమ్మల్ని కుంభిపాకంలో వేసేసి ఒక 2 గంటలు వేసేసి బయట తీసి 3 గంటలు పెట్టారనుకున్నా, 3 గంటలు మీకు ఎలా ఉంటుంది?
Yes ప్రభుజీ.
You'll get so relieved na. సో ఆ రిలీవింగ్ టైం మీకు మంచిగా ఇస్తారు మాతాజీ, ఎందుకంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి కదా. నెక్స్ట్ టైం మళ్ళీ ముంచడానికి ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి కదా. సో యూ విల్ గెట్ ఆల్ ద రిలీఫ్స్ దేర్.
Yeah. ఇప్పుడు ప్రభుజీ మనం వేరే వాళ్ళకి చెప్పినా కూడా లైక్ ఇది చేస్తే హెల్లిష్ ప్లానెట్స్ కి వెళ్తారు అని చెప్తే చాలా మంది ఈ బాడీలోనే ఈ బాడీ అయిపోతుంది తర్వాత మాకేమైతో మేము పట్టించుకోము కదా ఎందుకు అని అడుగుతారు.
Yes,
Because we
most of
don't
the
know.
people, most of the people say like that only.
ఒకటే
So
లైఫ్
nobody
ఉంది,
knows
ఈ
where
లైఫ్
to-
ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి, తర్వాత ఏమైతుందో మాకు తెలియదు. సో లెట్ us ఎంజాయ్.
So people who are already decided like that, Mataji, there's no point to telling them only. But if they have something, కొంచెమైనా భయం కానీ దయ కానీ ఇట్లాంటివి ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, వాళ్ళకి చెప్పచ్చు అనమాట. ఏంటంటే
గరుడ పురాణం చెప్పొచ్చా ప్రభుజీ?
ఏమనుకున్నది లేదు ఏం చెప్పద్దు మాతాజీ. ఒరే ఇప్పుడు యాక్చువల్లీ నువ్వు ఏమనుకున్నది అనేది పెద్ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు, ఏం జరుగుద్ది అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ప్లస్ చాలా మంది దాన్ని విట్నెస్ చేస్తున్నారు యాక్చువల్లీ. సో ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు నేను వినను లేకపోతే నేను నమ్మను అన్నావు అనుకో, లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ ఆస్ట్రిచ్ కీపింగ్ ఇట్స్ హెడ్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద గ్రౌండ్ ఓన్లీ బికాస్ ఇట్ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఫేస్ ద లయన్.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. See, actually the question is okay. So the question is, if someone asks us, we are when we are following something, people will come and question us. I don't mind. I just don't mind whether there is a reincarnation or rebirth or something. I just wanted to spend this life happily. Okay. So this is the question many people pose, or this is the argument many people keep in front of us. So what to speak at that point of time? So just it's not what you believe, but what is fact is fact. This is how you should start an argument. See, it is their belief, right? They are believing it. So you should tell them it is not what you believe, but it is what it is. Like a small example to that is, 2 + 2 is 4. That is a universal truth. If someone says I will not believe it, adi vaadi karma, that is his problem. The person who doesn't believe it, that is his problem, right? If he doesn't believe 2 + 2 is equal to 4, that is his problem. In the same way, a person if doesn't believe that there is no reincarnation, that is your problem. But whether you believe or don't believe, the fact remains the fact. If he is a bit intelligent, he will understand this. And this is the point where you should start your argument from. Okay. If you directly start Garuda Puranam or Puranam, then what will he say? Yeah, that is your belief system. This is my belief system. You be in your own belief system. I will be in my own belief system. Let us don't cross our boundaries. That's how they argue it. Okay. So whenever this argument comes,
yes. I want to share. Recently had one lecture, Prabhuji. One interviewer asked Prabhupada. So, is it okay, Prabhuji? Can I share?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, like interviewer asked. So you're sacrificing so much, right? You're not eating non-veg, or you're not doing sense enjoyment, everything. You're sacrificing so many things, and you're saying that you're going to somewhere like higher planets like that. If you, at the time of death, you came to know that there is nothing like that. So there is nothing. So there is nothing like that. So it is a waste of your, because you're not doing any enjoyment, right? So like that is asked. So he told that. So Prabhupada given the answer that. So if you are following these things and you are following everything good thing, and at the time of death, if you don't know, whether nothing is there like that, so we are not losing anything. If you are doing all the bad things, and at the time of death, if you came to know that there will be naraka, there everything, so that time you cannot do anything, right, Prabhuji? So he's giving answer like that, Prabhuji. Means if you do a lot of bad things, and if you came to know at the time of death, you cannot, you don't have any chance to correct it. If you are not doing any bad things, and if you are following only good things, at the time of death, if you don't know, also nothing is, we are not losing anything.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
He has given that.
This is the Prabhupada's interview. He'll always say that. What is the loss in it? Even though if you don't know, if you think that there is no reincarnation only,
At least what did you do? Okay, what did you do? You didn't disturb nature more. Okay. Now we have an environmental science as a subject from the childhood. Why? Before 50 or 40 years, there is no subject like that. Why it came? Because of individual's greed, na? Right? Because people started becoming, exploiting the nature. This science has come. Even the environmentalists, they, they acknowledged this. What did they acknowledge? The way you are exploiting the nature, within or 60 or 90 years, there will be nature left with. So certainly where they are coming from, they are also coming to this point only. Papa, be simple. Don't go to consumerism. And what were we propagating? The same. So, if a person is so adamant enough that you not listen, it's okay. What can we do? Because they are asuras, they come, they want to exploit only. But any sane person, if he is okay to at least listen, dialogue, then we can start a conversation. Else there is no point in conversing with those people only. Yeah, probably it's too much today, I think. Okay. Anyone has any questions? Only 2 or 3 minutes left for us. If you have any questions, we'll go ahead, else we'll just keep it here only. Now you understood now where we are at Bhagavatam?
Yes,
initially the starting point of creation takes place, and that was explained till the Virat Rupa. And after that, Vidura will ask some questions to Maitreya, and he will gain the confidence of Maitreya. And after gaining the confidence of Maitreya, he will ask about a creation after the sleep of Brahma. Okay, but where will Maitreya start to that answer to that question? He will start answering when Brahma really born, when he was born, how he initially created, and then he will say the primary and secondary creations. Now he will answer the secondary creation will go after every sleep of Brahma. Every day of Brahma, this secondary creation will go, again he will create. That's how he will answer in the next chapters. You understood the context, na? Just I am telling you, giving the context where we are in Bhagavatam 3rd canto. Okay? So after, this canto also, now in this canto, na, when the creation, the secondary creation starts, na, this Vidura will ask one more question. And answer to that question is, Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha and Varahaswami. That whole chapter will go. So this is how, this is link. Okay, how this chapter will proceed, this canto will proceed. So you are getting a brief overview, na, where it is going to be, where we are and where we are going to. Are you okay with this? Everyone understood now where we are? Yes, initial birth of Brahma, how he is creating this planetary system. That's where we are. Okay, that is the explanation which we have studied right now. Hare Krishna. Yes. Mataji, you can conclude the call now. If there are any questions, we will take it tomorrow. Okay. So the moment we read that, this Subodhini is there, na? So we will be reading Subodhini. After reading Subodhini, we will get a clear picture of where we are. Lavanya Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for deliberate. ఎంత బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారంటే చాలా బాగా అర్థమైంది.
Thank you, Mataji,
for your time and patience.
Lavanya Mataji is there. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Lavanya Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
ఒకసారి మీరు కంక్లూడ్ చేయండి మాతాజీ. ఇంకా
thank you,
కొడతారు.
No. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's very nice explanation. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji and Matajis, for being in the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Reading ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Matajis. I'm ending the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.